What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Blue Bill back with another video. Okay. So look, today video we got Drake, bro. We talking about Drake. Apparently I was watching this video for myself, and then I thought of y'all. You know, I'm like, oh, I could just watch this with the gang. I got about 2 minutes in, and it was talking about how Drake has an obsession with just gangs and how Drake actually has some old history of Drake and about how he beat up somebody or he had somebody get beat up. So we finna tap in. All right, this should be interesting. And yeah, let's tap in.
It's no secret that Drake is heavily connected to the streets.
Drake do always got some new goons over there in that OVO camp.
He didn't label me.
Bro, and then like it's no secret. You feel me? So it's no secret. So why is we like, you know, why we acting like it's a secret? It's no secret. We all know Drake be with Pooh Shiesty. He be with Lil, you know what I'm saying? He be with all the hood, you know what I'm saying? The niggas who claim they get down through social media. Now, usually the people who claim they get down through social media don't really get down like that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people saying that Drake don't really get down like that, but he be around it. So that means he promotes it. So that's basically what they saying today.
As his goon. I labeled myself as his goon. I call him father, you know. Like,
I'm Drake Shooter.
Oh,
Damn.
That's big bro.
I'm scared of Drake. He's not a fighter and he's powerful. He gotta be dangerous in some shape or form, fashion.
On one hand, Drake seems to be an advocate for peace in the streets.
I like to remember the friends I've lost as great teachers. It's a daunting path, you know, to try and be the biggest and baddest from your ends or from your hood or whatever.
But on the other hand, he proudly perpetuates violence. Let's break it down. Drum's breakout song was a record named Cha-Cha, and when Drake first uploaded Hotline Bling, it was named the Cha-Cha Remix. It was later renamed just Hotline Bling and started being pushed as a single due to the positive reception. When Drum was asked about it, he tried to be diplomatic about the situation, but later he would reveal he felt slighted as Drake took his idea and never once reached out.
That's a direct bite of Cha-Cha.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, what's funny is I never heard that song Cha-Cha. I never heard it.
Was. I don't know, it's just really weird. I ain't get no reach out, no nothing or whatever. Kinda, it fucked with me for a long time.
Back in 2017, he ended up running into Drake at Coachella.
Has a conversation with you and Drake even happened?
Some years ago or whatever. It's one of them ones. He was DJing.
So we finna tap in and see what this Cha-Cha song about, alright? So I ain't never heard that song, and that shit. And I don't wanna highlight me. Hey, that song low key, that shit needed to be. But how he get 23 million views on that? That's
At a party, I approached him.
He's still 8 though. He's still 8.
Like, hey, bro, you need to talk. You know what I'm saying? Stepped outside, said what I had to say, bro. Like, what you mean, bro? I pressed his ass.
But we all know Drake travels with the whole army. Drake's right-hand man Chubbs has said it himself that he hates it when people think Drake is soft. And so they wasted no time and them boys got active.
Next thing, bam, I'm like, oh shit. I ain't gonna hold you. His bodyguards went to town on the kid.
Try to bring the John, tell me he ain't know how we cha-cha slide.
Yo, Drake is one of them, boy. Try to bring the drum to me. He ain't know how cha-cha. Yo, this dude, he one of them.
Just like that one time at Cella, good thing man weren't pulling out phones.
But his bodyguards in, not his bitch ass. He ain't touched me. He's a bitch. You know that.
Drake himself wouldn't do a single thing, which is smart. But it's also wild how Drake brags about the work his goons put in for him. But he's had some of the most disrespectful and flagrant.
I ain't gonna lie, like, if my goons was to beat a nigga ass for me, I'm gonna brag about it too. It's kind of sort of like how NBA Youngboy, he brag about how Baba was shot some niggas when it was on the freeway and shit. Yeah, like he was bragging about that.
Things done to him that somehow everyone has just let slide. If these same things happened to another rapper, they would never hear the end of it. I mean, Drake has got him pissed on.
And after getting the R. Kelly treatment, apparently Drake ran out of the movie theater like a little bitch because he didn't want that smoke with T.I.'s boys. Not very mob tied, is it?
He's got him bitch slapped by Diddy.
Why don't you bring out how you got smacked by a Diddy or some shit?
Puff Daddy had beef with Drake. And
smacked by
T.I.'s boys. Not very mob tied, is it?
He's got him bitch slapped by
Not very mob tied, is it?
He's got him bitch.
That's not Drake. Hold on.
He's got him
That's Drake slapping.
bitch slapped by Diddy.
Why don't you bring out how you got smacked by a Diddy or some shit?
Puff Daddy had beef with Drake, and Jay-Z had to break up the fight backstage.
I mean, we could do a whole video about his L's, but that's not the topic at hand today.
Bro, niggas be fighting around this bitch. Oh my god.
In 2016, Ian Connor was the creative director for a shoot for the OVO clothing brand. One of the people he utilized as models was the young and upcoming Playboy Cardi. Things would come full circle in 2020 as he'd helped Drake get Cardi on a song called Pain 1993. This song is named after and pays homage to Ian, who Drake has been cool with for close to 7 or 8 years now. In his verse, he recalls how him and Ian were in the strip club throwing money together. Now you should know Ian is notorious for a lot of things, and one of them is posting private conversations. One of the convos he posted with Drake was telling him to get on a song with Cardi made all the way back in 2016. Just having the access to the biggest superstar in the world and him flattering your request surely means they were tight somewhat. Drake even has a sicko tattoo, which drove Twitter crazy. And Ian has even posted screenshots of him calling Capo, aka Drake's right-hand man, Chubbs. A lot of people found this friendship pretty odd, considering Ian's controversial career and them allegations. But then again, it seems like Drizzy sorta has a weird fetish for niggas with questionable histories with women. Brick Baby, who was incarcerated in the LA County Jail with Ian, says Ian Connor told him that Drake had paid him a visit in jail.
Drake came to visit me, da-da-da. I'm like, that's a lie. He said, yeah, they shut down visiting for like an hour. Drake was the only one to come up there.
Whether you believe that story or not, it seems like these two are actually pretty close. So when Ian posts that he has blocked Drake, it's kinda confusing. Chubbs then comments under Ian's post and reveals that them OVO goons had already put hands on Ian, even calling him a low boy. It looks more sketchy when you realize that Ian Connor is in the Rich Flex video recap, so this tension has to be very recent. I swear, these guys are moving like Death Row in '96.
One guy was hanging him over the balcony.
Punching niggas, beating up niggas.
You guys don't think Drake is the new Tupac?
He's running around like Pac!
But as of right now, Ian and Drake seem to have made up. Drake is a huge fan of a restaurant and nightclub called Delilah. So much so that he has built a tight relationship with this establishment and has hosted dozens of his parties at this place. One of Drake's best friends, Zach Bia, works for H-Wood, a company that owns Delilah.
So my friend just thought I was like being weird, like, why do you leave every night? But really I was like helping every Drake party because he throws a party like every night. I was finally having conversations with the guys, and then Drake was like, yo, like, you're the man, like, come link me at the hotel tomorrow.
One night in 2018, Drake is with Zach in his favorite bar that he loves to mention in his songs. Instagram influencer Summer Rae is also there with her boyfriend, Bennett Shipes. At around 2 a.m., the young couple decide it's time to leave, so they head to the VIP section to go say their goodbyes. Summer Rae gets through, but Bennett is stopped, and a little back and forth ensues between him and Drake. He then alleges that Drake eyes his friends and makes a throw/hand gesture as if to signal an order to get this guy beaten up. I can believe this because we've heard stories about the different hand signals that Drake gives to his bodyguards and friends for different situations.
Imagine Drake and his homie talking like this, real close. A girl slides in between them, starts like getting in Drake's face, just like yelling at him, whatever. Drake just turns his head to the side and then claps over his head like that, and then security comes and grips his girl up and throws her out the fucking...
Yo, that's gangster. You know what I'm saying? You see a motherfucker, you see a girl all up on you in the club, you like, out of there. But no, that's gangster.
So immediately after that, he's pushed outside the back of the club into an alley, now cornered by a bunch of people that were in the VIP section. One of these guys is Eunice Benjima, a boxer and also now a celebrity. Next to him is Chubbs, Drake's right-hand goon, and Jazz Prince, one of Jay Prince's sons. Everybody should know that Drake is closely affiliated with mob ties. When you look closely at the video, you see Eunice, a boxer, go in and beat the brakes off of this kid, while Drake, the shot caller, watches from a short distance. Then one of Jazz Prince's goons pushes through to go join in on the beating. He's wearing a Rapala hoodie. At first glance, it looks like Chubbs and Jazz Prince are trying to de-escalate the situation. But take a closer look. They're actually holding everyone back and making space for this kid to really get beat up. And when Eunice finally walks away, you see them walk closer towards Bennett. An article written by Insider about the situation shows this incident had many of the Delilah workers spooked, considering Drake is a regular. Drake has had tension with a bunch of upcoming rappers from Toronto, but the beef that stands out the most is with Mo G.
Mo G!
A guy that Drake co-signed by mentioning him on songs and posting on his Instagram.
Then I hit him with the hotline. Mo G with the dance moves.
At that time, a Drake co-sign was a life-changing one.
That's my brother, you know what I'm saying? That's my big brother, you know what I'm saying? OVO gang till I die, that's how I'm gonna get there, you know what I'm saying?
While everything looked good from the outside, things weren't really going smooth behind the scenes. Mo G was heavily repping OVO because he believed he'd get signed to them, that they were a family. But very quickly things changed, as they'd allegedly put him in the studio to come up with flows and hooks for Drake to use on his new album.
Have you ever heard in the history of hip-hop a man that gives away his creativity and helps make Billboard hits but doesn't get paid $1 for it, one credit for it, and he's stuck in the hood? Doesn't make sense, but exposing these niggas will make sense. Fuck you bitch ass niggas.
But there were no real developments in terms of Mo G's career itself.
Alright, just to let the world know, for the record, I'm not signed to OVO.
He was also pissed about the money situation. The cosign was cool, but it wasn't feeding him nor his family.
I thought we was family with OVO, but these niggas never paid me $1 after they stole my wages. They're trying to hide me from the world and hide me from the... This nigga Oliver told me the whole OVO team thinks I deserve a compensation for everything Drake took from me. And all the Manchester offered me is $500. $500? Can't even pay mama's rent.
OVO obviously wouldn't comment on any of these allegations, but they would get it hot in the streets. Tensions rose between their people and Mo G and his people. It wasn't too long until they caught Mo G slipping either. After this, Mo G would go completely quiet about the situation for a while, at least until Drake dropped Scorpion.
But I just heard somebody in the spot playing Drake's album. I heard the niggas say, all pop mollies, my mollies pop niggas. What mollies you talking about, bro? Where these mollies at that free popping niggas? I don't know what the hell this nigga be talking about.
Now fortunately, after a bunch of years, the situation has now been resolved.
I just want you to know, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put that shit to rest a long time ago, man. Like I said, I only have love for you, brother. I wish the best for you always, you know? And I hope you know I mean that, man, for real.
Drake tells him he has forgiven him and that he will make sure the situation doesn't get any further out of hand. He also says he can't let it bleed into February. Now he's obviously talking about the tension between their people in the streets. When you do go to watch Mo G's recent interviews, he has nothing but good things to say about Drake.
How'd you feel Summer 16 when Drake mentioned you in his song?
First of all, big him up though, you know what I'm saying? That's bro, you know what I'm saying? He's a real nigga, he nothing but love, you know what I mean? He didn't even have to do it, he just did it out of love, you know what I mean?
So he beat nigga ass that he got songs from. He beat a dude as, I guess he beat Summer Rae boyfriend up in the club that he goes to. Then who else he beat up? He beat up Drum. He got Drum beat up. Okay. Drake wanted him. He Drake, man. That's Drake. Drake, bro. All right, but yeah, Drake Mob Top. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't hear that song? You gotta listen to it.